Beneath the tranquil canopy of Europe's ancient forests and the bustling streets of its cities, there exist hidden doors, massive, steel-reinforced portals that lead to a world long buried and almost forgotten. These doors, often camouflaged by moss and time, are silent sentinels guarding the entrance to a shadowy past. These are the gateways to Nazi Germany's vast underground network, a secretive kingdom carved out of rock and concrete, designed for war, survival, and the concealment of dark ambitions. Here, beneath the surface, the regime built a labyrinth intended to outlast the chaos above. Many of these bunkers were sealed shut by the Allies after the war, their entrances welded and hidden, while others simply faded from memory, swallowed by the relentless advance of nature. Today, only faint whispers and rumors hint at what lies behind these doors. Imagine wandering through a quiet German forest and stumbling upon a weathered concrete structure, its entrance gaping like a wound in the earth. The darkness inside beckons, promising secrets and stories left untold for decades. Step inside and you enter a time capsule, rooms frozen in the past, filled with relics and artifacts that offer chilling glimpses into the daily lives and ambitions of those who once occupied these spaces. Each corridor and chamber holds the potential for new revelations about a regime obsessed with control, both above and below ground. The sheer scale of this subterranean world is staggering. Stretching from the wind-swept coasts of France to the forests of Poland, thousands of bunkers and tunnels form an interconnected web, a testament to the vast resources and manpower devoted to these secret projects. Some of these underground spaces served as command centers, where strategies were devised and orders issued. Others were clandestine factories churning out advanced weapons in the hope of turning the tide of war. And some rooms remain shrouded in mystery, their true purpose still unknown to this day. These were not mere shelters from bombs. They were the very foundations of a Reich engineered to withstand any assault, physical or ideological. The reinforced walls and intricate defenses speak to a vision of power meant to endure for generations. In recent years, the allure of these hidden places has only grown stronger. Adventurers, historians, and the simply curious are drawn to these sites, compelled to explore the remnants of a dark chapter that continues to cast its shadow over the 20th century. As we venture into these bunkers, we are forced to confront the physical evidence of a terrifying ideology. Each artifact, each inscription on the wall, challenges our understanding of history and compels us to remember the lessons of the past. And yet many secrets remain hidden, locked away in darkness, waiting for the curious, the brave, or the foolhardy to uncover them. What stories still lie dormant behind these sealed doors, and what truths are we yet to discover about the world beneath our feet? The Nazi obsession with bunkers was rooted in the belief that total war required total defense. As Allied air raids intensified, the leadership moved critical infrastructure underground to protect the Third Reich. These structures served chilling purposes, from Führer bunkers to hidden factories for wonder weapons. The construction was monumental, using forced labor to create vast underground cities with independent systems. These bunkers symbolized the Nazi ideology, a desire for permanence and a future Reich impervious to attack. By burrowing into the earth, the Nazis attempted to create a world of their own, a dark reflection of their ambitions. In 1945, Allied soldiers breached these fortresses. Finding chaos and terror, they discovered stockpiles of weapons and advanced communications equipment. Many bunkers were sealed by fleeing Nazis, vanishing from maps and memory. Years later, explorers uncovered forgotten entrances, finding chambers eerily preserved. Discoveries included laboratories frozen in time and half-finished missiles, revealing the Third Reich's ambitions. Personal items left behind transformed these spaces into places where people lived, worked, and feared. Deep in Poland's Owl Mountains lies Project Riese, a place shrouded in layers of secrecy and intrigue. Even today, the dense forests and rugged peaks seem to guard the secrets of what happened here, as if the land itself is reluctant to reveal its past. Beneath the surface, a sprawling network of tunnels stretches for miles, with chambers so vast they could house multi-story buildings. The sheer scale of the construction is staggering, hinting at ambitions that went far beyond ordinary military needs. Yet the true purpose of Project Reese remains one of World War II's greatest unsolved mysteries. Historians and explorers alike have puzzled over its intended use, but definitive answers remain elusive. Some theories suggest these tunnels were meant to serve as a new, impregnable headquarters for Hitler himself, hidden deep underground, safe from Allied air raids and bombings. Others believe it was intended as a vast weapons factory or a secret research facility. Whatever the plan, the project was never completed. When the war ended, only raw tunnels and colossal empty chambers remained, silent witnesses to a grand vision that was never realized. Over the decades, legends have grown. Stories of a Nazi gold train sealed within the tunnels, hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. These tales have fueled countless treasure hunts, blending the harsh realities of history with the irresistible allure of lost riches. But behind the myths lies a darker truth. The tunnels were carved out by the hands of thousands of forced laborers, prisoners from the nearby Gross-Rosen concentration camp. Their suffering and sacrifice are etched into every wall and corridor. Today, these tunnels stand as a mass grave, a haunting memorial to the immense human suffering endured here. The silence within is heavy, echoing with the memory of those who never left. The mountain's most important secret is not gold or lost treasure, but the memory of the countless lives lost, men and women forced to build a fortress for a regime that saw them as expendable. In the end, this tragic reality overshadows any legend of hidden riches. The true legacy of Project Reese is a somber reminder of the cost of human cruelty and the importance of remembering those who suffered in the shadows of history. The human stories within these bunkers leave a lasting impact. Letters, diaries, and graffiti give voice to those who lived and suffered underground. In one bunker, a nurse's letters reveal a shift from duty to despair. The psychological toll of living in a windowless world is vividly painted. Evidence of forced labor tells a story of unimaginable cruelty. Names and pleas carved into walls are last testaments of those worked to death. These discoveries remind us of the human cost of building this underground empire. Peenemünde, a remote outpost on Germany's wind-swept Baltic coast, was more than just a military installation. It was the birthplace of some of the most ambitious and terrifying weapons programs in history. Hidden away from prying eyes, this isolated facility became the epicenter of technological innovation during the Second World War, where the boundaries of science and warfare blurred. Within these walls, teams of brilliant scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to develop the V-2 rocket, the world's first long-range ballistic missile. This revolutionary weapon could travel hundreds of miles, striking targets with unprecedented speed and power, forever changing the nature of warfare. The sprawling network of bunkers and underground labs housed cutting-edge research facilities where breakthroughs in propulsion, guidance, and aerodynamics were made. These spaces buzzed with activity as researchers pushed the limits of what was thought possible. Among the discoveries were blueprints and technical data that seemed almost futuristic, designs and calculations that would influence rocket science for decades to come, laying the groundwork for both military and space exploration technologies. Yet this innovation came at a terrible cost. The V-2 rocket was unleashed upon European cities, causing thousands of civilian deaths and widespread devastation. It was a chilling demonstration of how scientific progress can be twisted into a tool of terror. The human story behind Peenemünde is deeply complex. While some scientists were driven by curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge, countless laborers, many of them prisoners, were forced to toil under brutal conditions. Their suffering often overlooked in the shadow of technological achievement. After the war, many of these scientists were secretly brought to the United States through Operation Paperclip. Their expertise became instrumental in launching the American space program, helping to propel humanity beyond Earth's atmosphere. The direct line from Peenemunde's dark legacy to the triumph of the moon landing is both remarkable and unsettling, a reminder that the same knowledge can be used for both destruction and discovery. Today, the abandoned bunkers stand as silent witnesses to the past, haunting reminders of the dangers of unchecked power and the moral neutrality of technology. They urge us to reflect on the choices we make with the tools we create and the responsibility that comes with innovation. Nazi bunkers capture the public imagination because they symbolize a past that refuses to be buried. They are reminders of unchecked power and industrial-scale hatred. Exploring these sites is a sensory experience that history books cannot replicate. They serve as crucial tools for remembrance and education, providing undeniable proof of Nazi ambitions and atrocities. Museums preserve these spaces, teaching lessons we must never forget. The bunkers challenge us to think about secrets and what remains hidden today. Discovering them is a reminder that history is never a closed book. They represent the darkness beneath a civilized society, a darkness we must expose. The story of Nazi bunkers is about hidden truths beneath our collective memory. The search for these sites is a quest for understanding, not treasure. Each discovery reminds us that our landscape is layered with history. The ground is an archive, holding stories of ambition, terror, and resilience. The bunkers warn against the dangers of secrecy and unchecked power. Their discovery is an act of defiance, bringing darkness into the light. As history transitions from memory to recorded fact, these sites become more important. They provide a direct connection to a pivotal moment in history, ensuring no underground empire of fear is built again.